Well. Looks like DeShaun Foster's got a secret couple cards up his sleeve. According to Adam Schefter and other reports, Eric Bieniemy is looking to be the UCLA offensive coordinator. Big time move.
You are Locked On UCLA, your daily podcast on the UCLA Bruins. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
And just like that, we're wondering who DeShaun Foster is going to bring as the offensive coordinator. I'm Zach Anderson-Yoxsimer, and you're tuning in to Locked On UCLA. We're reacting. It's nothing official, but Adam Schefter's put it out. I didn't even see our boy James Williams put it out from LA Daily News. There's a lot going on that makes me think it's more official than what's being put out at the moment. Eric Bieniemy, that I believe is a solid hire. You're looking at, hey, who could a coach with no experience being a coordinator, no experience being an NFL head coach, or excuse me, a head coach anywhere, and he comes out, uses his connects, goes out and gets Benemy to sign a 2-year contract, be an assistant and associate head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now, the likelihood that Benemy, if he does very, very well, stays beyond a year, that's a debate we can have in 2025 or in December of 24 or whatever the buyout is. So UCLA with the Big Ten money hopefully can pay their coordinators big bucks so they can stay. Remember, they just got D'Anton Lynn on the defensive side, and then he ran to USC for an upgrade pay raise-wise. Then you've got now what DeShaun Foster's trying to do. Reinvigorate the program, bring life and energy, and he's going to do that by bringing in the likes of Eric Bieniemy, who's worked with multiple Super Bowl champs, right? He's worked with the Kansas City Chiefs. And guess, regardless of how the Commanders went, they still had a quarterback who led the NFL in it, or was close to leading the NFL in interceptions, in Sam Howell, right? So I believe, especially with what UCLA has, and I believe they have a lot of talent, and they're bringing quite a bit back, the Bruins should be ready to roll offensively. You got an experienced quarterback, talented tailbacks, incoming freshmen that are pretty talented, solid receiving groups. I think this is a team that can still click offensively and hum. No more of this 3-4 win nonsense right now, all right? The defense remains to be seen, right? You lose Ken Norton Jr. in the linebacking core. You lose all that. The defense, we have to find out. I'm hoping that it reloads and it rebuilds and that Akaika Malloy can rekindle some magic from 23. But what Eric Bieniemy can do on offense is help lead the Bruins to a bowl season, right? Get to a bowl or whatever it means in the first year in the Big Ten. Because Bieniemy is probably going to utilize things maybe a little bit different than Chip Kelly. I'm not going over X's and O's here, but this is a signature first move by DeShaun Foster, right? You're losing Darren Usher. You're losing Ethan Young, maybe another staffer as well. You see all the negativity that's coming from the Chip Kelly era. And what does this say? What does this say right here? DeShaun's saying, hey, he wants to change it up. And I was reading the article by Adam Schefter talking about, hey, there wants to be more of an NFL vibe to this not franchise, but program. There needs to be youth infusion. Foster's bringing that. And what are you going to do when you got somebody who's just yelling at Patrick Mahomes a couple years ago and keeping them in line as they won a Super Bowl when he was the offensive coordinator? Now, we're not going to talk about who called plays, but I'm fairly confident that Eric Bieniemy knows what he's doing and can easily lead the UCLA offense to be better than what it was a year ago, considering that there shouldn't be any quarterback questions. You've got receivers, tight ends, and you've got backs. As long as he can find a way to utilize the offensive line and hopefully it improves, then the Bruins will find a way to be successful. But that is a big hire. That is DeShaun Foster saying, look at this, we're going to bring somebody in. It's not like they went and got some no-name, which would have been fine if he was a genius, but this is a signal saying, hey, we are not messing around anymore, right? Chip Kelly a year ago went after, maybe not a no-name, but a young rising star in D'Anton Lynn, and then he got hired away by SC. DeShaun Foster's first real hire is swinging for the fences. Tell me that isn't a shift. Tell me that doesn't get you excited, gets you fired up for the upcoming season. All right, they're not going to go 11-1 or 12-0, right? But that is like, boom, wow, let's go. And hopefully that impacts the recruiting for 25. I hope Bieniemy stays for the length of what is looking to be a 2-year contract. And then that can start a trend of DeShaun Foster saying, hey, the coach leaves or I don't want him here. We're going to get the best guy available, right? Bieniemy was wondering, could he get NFL offensive coordinating jobs or all sorts? This, I think, is a good fit. Now, how long it works? Is it a 1-year thing? Is it a 1-year fling? Is it a short-term fun type of thing? If you're swiping that, say, hey, is this it? We're messing around for 2 years. Hey, take it. And then go after it because people lose coordinators all the time. But this is a big time get for UCLA. I'm excited. I think, wow. I think it's a good fit of what is available. How late DeShaun Foster was hired in the game, and you go get that as your offensive coordinator. Boom, boom. In the recently departed from his job, Ethan Young's tweets, as he'd always say, or X, whatever it's called. Boom, boom, boom. That is, unique. Now, if something changes and goes awry, I don't know. Is it going to look interesting in 25? Do I think Benemy will be there in 26? I don't know, but that is a signal to UCLA, the fan base. To me, that's like, whoa, this just came and he made it happen, right? Because he was just about to leap to go to the NFL, DeShaun Foster. He was just about to go and be the Raiders running backs coach. So he's got some connects. If he's getting some connects with peers, he knew some people and he made some calls. He made it happen. And the Bruins got the job done. Now, for some reason, it falls through between the posting of this pod, between now and something, right? Because we've seen guys leave and go, right? You saw the Raiders had to change their offensive coordinator or something and everything shifted, whatever it may be. Coaches leave and go. Maybe something changes, and then with UCLA hiring Benemy, he gets another look somewhere else. That is something that could happen. That is a naysayer's mindset. Hey, what's going on? Well, here we go. The Bruins mean business in 2024. And, hey, if this is his first hire, how can we be mad that DeShaun Foster was hired in the first place? The fact that he went after Bieniemy and practically has got him in his grasp as the offensive coordinator, how can we not dislike it? How can you be angry about that? You can't. That makes me excited. The Rose Bowl has to be filled, not with red or any other color from the Big Ten or any former Pac-12 of the Big Ten teams. It's got to be filled with Bruin blue and gold to support this team in its new journey. Because DeShaun Foster is trying to change everything. Handing out T-shirts before the UCLA SC game. He is putting the face to UCLA. He's trying to step out there and involve himself in the community. Be a Bruin. Bring Eric Bieniemy home after he was a Bruins coach for just a little bit. I believe Coach Brees Jones-Drew, too. So, hey, you got two guys who coached UCLA running backs now coming together. Head coach, offensive coordinator, coming to make it happen. I'm excited. And I think you should be too. Another big signal of things to happen. I wonder what this means for the rest of the staffing, because that is a home run swing and he connected. All right. So I'm excited. Excited. This episode was brought to you by Logix. So let's get it done. All right. This episode is brought to you by Logix. Apply online in minutes at logixbanking.com, Logix banking.com, and check it out. Logix Banking. I'm Zach Anderson-Yoxsimer saying, Bruins fans, get your hands up, baby. 8 clap time. All right. 8 clap time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. UCLA. UCLA fight, fight, fight. This has been Locked On UCLA. Zach signing off. Go Bruins.